Hi everyone, and welcome to the Meat Industry Hall of Fame. I'm Andy Hanasek, Editor-in-Chief of the National Provisioner and Manager of the Meat Industry Hall of Fame. Thank you for joining us today, and welcome to the Class of 2021 Inductee Video Series. In this video, we will be profiling Randy Huffman.
I was humbled, and the first thing I thought about was my dad, and knowing that he would be proud. I look at the list of former inductees into this group, and I have to say I'm not worthy. Names on this list are icons in our industry. The list also includes my dad, and certainly that was one of the things I thought about, and how proud I know that he is of this moment. And I was just really shocked and appreciative and humbled. As I look back on my career, there's no question that I was helped along the way by many individuals, many influential people in my life, starting, of course, with my father, Dale Huffman, who spent his career in the meat industry, and in academia for the most part of it at Auburn University. My dad was supportive throughout my early career as I went to university and ultimately on to graduate school. But the thing I liked about, looking back, what my dad instilled in me was to make sure that whatever choices I made in my career, that I was passionate about it, that I enjoyed it, that I got fulfillment from it. I have to mention a few other people. My seventh grade vocational agriculture teacher, Malin Richburg, actually early on got me involved in FFA, and got me active in leading our FFA chapter, both in the junior high as well as the high school at Auburn High, and also got me into showing pigs. And first I learned to make some money early on, and I bought my first car with money from the first few sets of pigs that I raised for the state fair. More importantly, though, some of those early supporters like Malin Richburg, just gave me a passion for pursuing agriculture. Additionally, others that were influential in my career were Dean Danielson. Dean was a long-time professor at Auburn and was my livestock judging coach at Auburn, but also went on to a very successful career at IBP and then Tyson. Dean was a mentor and a close confidant throughout my career. I have to mention Patrick Boyle and Jim Hodges at AMI, who gave me a fantastic opportunity to work at AMI and to lead the foundation, the AMI Foundation, and the research programs that we launched there were instrumental in the early 2000s in addressing food safety concerns for our industry. These people I would call mentors, close friends, but confidants for sure. John Butts from Land of Frost. John has been someone who I've known for many years, but also someone who has been influential in my career path and supporting things that I wanted to accomplish. And then finally, for the last 13 years, I've worked for Michael McCain, the CEO of Maple Leaf Foods, who's been an instrumental mentor to me and has given me chances, opportunities to do things, opportunities to learn and grow. And I've just learned so much from being associated with Michael, and I thank him for that. The first would be when I had the opportunity to join the staff at AMI back in late '99, early 2000. The industry was going through some major food safety challenges at that time, had been for the prior 5 or 6 years, and certainly the pressure had mounted. And the leadership of AMI at that time had made the commitment to reestablish the AMI Foundation and fund research through the foundation, and I had the opportunity to join the staff and lead that effort. And I think at the time I wouldn't have known how important and impactful that would have been on my own career, but also to the industry. Not just because I was there, but because the institute leadership at that time made that commitment, and I got to be part of that. This notion of formally voting at the AMI board meeting that food safety would be treated as a non-competitive issue. I remember the day that vote happened. The industry was going through some very significant upheaval with respect to food safety, and our industry found ways to improve. And I learned from that. I learned the importance of commitment to change, of accepting that the way things are is not the way they must be in the future. And seeing leaders in our industry commit to that change and implement it was so gratifying. And I would look to that as a major part of my career development. Secondly, the opportunity to move back to work for a company that was in the midst of a food safety crisis. That's Maple Leaf Foods, and being given that opportunity at that time to step in and assist the leadership team at Maple Leaf in recovering from a tragic listeriosis outbreak was incredibly difficult, incredibly challenging, but so gratifying. And then being able to share some of those learnings back with the industry in a non-competitive fashion. Those are the two things, the 2 points in my career, which and I feel like I'm still mid-career. Like when I got the call about this recognition, I thought, wait a second, I've still got a lot of career left. I hope there's a few more points like that in the future. The area that I'm focused on right now, and within the company, within Maple Leaf Foods, is our sustainability efforts. I've had the pleasure and opportunity to lead sustainability for the last several years at Maple Leaf Foods, addressing broader issues associated with the impact that our industry has on the environment, on the animals under our care, and under the impact that we have on society in general. And I think we have a lot of opportunity there. I'm intimately involved with an initiative at NAMI, the North American Meat Institute, that we now call the Protein Pact. I've been a huge supporter of that from its inception, when we first began talking about how we can improve consumer trust in the products that we make. And that early initiative several years ago has evolved into the Protein Pact, which has just recently launched, and it's very, very early days, but we have some bold goals and bold commitments around both the environment, around the animals under our care, and around the food that we produce. And I want to be part of that change. And so I think there's a lot of work to do, and I look forward to the next decade. Well, I'd love to thank the following individuals who have played a role in making my career exciting and fun, and also helping me along the way during challenging times. Of course, my father, Dale Huffman, has been there throughout, and other names, John Butts, John Weisgerber, former Oscar Mayer Kraft, has been a real mentor to me over the last decade or so. Colleagues that I've worked closely with, Janet Riley Mesriegos, a current colleague and former colleague at AMI. I mentioned Patrick Boyle and Jim Hodges. I thank them for the opportunity they gave me back in early 2000. I've also been so fortunate to have a great family. My two sisters, Sherry and Emily, and their families, as well as my wife Lisa and my daughter Lauren. I thank all of them for the support and surrounding me with love and caring and supporting my career.